This is StarLink Guidance, and this is your weekly energy forecast commencing on March the 11th until the 17th of March 2024. This reading will take place in two specific ways. The first half of this reading will be devoted for the main astrological transits of the week. The second half of the reading will be a collective energy pool using my oracle and tarot deck in order to sort of see how these particular energies will manifest within our lives. So without further hesitation, we're going to get straight into it. On March the 11th, which is notably the day after the new moon in Pisces, we're going to be seeing Venus's ingress into Pisces, which is going to be absolutely amazing. Venus is the planet of pleasure. She is the planet of love, creativity, and also art. And Venus in Pisces is what we would call in astrology an exalted placement, because it basically means where she is able to express the most amount of her energy and feel the most powerful within the house of Pisces. So Venus in Pisces is all about us nurturing what we love and creating the steps towards our dreams. So it could be that over the week prior to Venus being in Pisces and prior to this new moon in Pisces, we have been gaining a lot of intuitive insights around what we want and what we need to let go of in order to build in a new direction, so that we are in alignment with why we are here. Now, for some of you, you may have been reconnecting with talents that you had when you were a child that may have laid dormant. I know that Pisces rules music. For Venus being in Pisces, it might be that some of you may be exploring a musical gift or exploring a musical talent during this transit. It could be that you may have had intuitive nudges towards learning a musical instrument, or potentially for some of you it may even be songwriting. Whatever it happens to be, you're going to be going through a period in which you are exploring those particular talents and seeing how you can utilize your talents, because Venus also rules partnerships, businesses. She rules the marketplace. How you can use your talents and your creative gifts either for a residual source of income, some form of business, or for some of you it could be a whole new creative career goal that you may be having at this particular time. On the 17th of March, we also have the Sun in Pisces conjunct Neptune in Pisces. So I'll explain what that means. Now, the Sun represents our conscious self. The Sun expressed within Pisces represents the conscious self, where the conscious self meets the subconscious self. So it's all about how we are aligning to what it is that we really dream about. So when we have the Sun in Pisces, generally it's the time where we may feel quite sensitive towards what we are feeling. We may have more intuitive nudges or intuitive insights. We may see more signs, more symbols, more synchronicities. Whatever it is that we are feeling is more enhanced and intense, because Pisces represents the end of the astrological year. So with that, the Sun being in the end of the astrological year, there are a few things that are happening with the Sun in Pisces. One, what are our dreams? Two, what are our fears? And three, how do we overcome our fears in order to step into our dreams? So consciously, a lot of us are thinking about what life could be like if. So we may have been asking this question since the Sun's ingress into Pisces. Now, with the Sun in Pisces conjunct Neptune in Pisces, and Neptune being the ruler of Pisces, Neptune is all about the highest timeline that we can potentially move towards. Neptune is really the planet that is helping us to see or feel what we can't yet see. So this is about really trusting in your intuitive gifts and allowing your intuition to explore what it is that you deeply desire at the core of your existence. So this is what we are all focusing on doing. When we see a conjunction, this is where the energy is enhanced. So this is about an exploration of what you love, and also how you can align with what it is that you love. Yeah, so what part of yourself, your conscious self, because Pisces is all about letting go and also about sacrifice. The sun is about our conscious self. The sun represents the ego. What part of our ego or our conscious self do we need to let go of in order for us to become who we need to be, to have what we love and what we desire? So this is what the sun in Pisces conjunct Neptune in Pisces is really going to be bringing to the forefront for us to face during this particular week, particularly after we have had the sort of energy in the new moon in Pisces on the 10th of March, which is really about us building and planting seeds towards what it is that we enjoy and what we love, rather than spending time, energy and effort and doing the things that we do not love. This is about the level of transparency and honesty that we can have, not so much with other people, but more with ourselves, because this particular transit is really about us reconnecting with ourselves and reconnecting with spirit and reconnecting with our divine life purpose. So this is about understanding all of the lessons that we have had in all of the previous seasons and actually acting upon those lessons in this particular season. And I'm going to begin with our collective energy reading. So I'm going to begin with our collective energy reading. I'm going to first start off with our oracle deck, then I'll pull some clarifications with the tarot deck. So bear with me whilst I shuffle. What are the messages for the collective for their emotional, spiritual, material upliftment for the week commencing the 11th of March? So we've got Mars. We have another card here. We have Uranus. We have Venus. I'm going to pull one more. And we have Cancer. Wow. Okay, base of the deck, we have the Numinous. I'm going to begin by just pulling some clarification cards before I start reading. So clarify Mars. We've got the Two of Cups clarifying Mars. Clarify Uranus. We have the Judgment card. Clarify Venus. We have the Nine of Cups, but we've got it in the reverse position. And clarify Cancer. And we have the Devil. Okay, at the base of the deck, we have the High Priestess. So I'm going to talk about both of these cards at the base of the deck. So we've got the Numinous here, and we've also got the High Priestess. Now the Numinous doesn't actually represent a planet per se, it represents a particular energy. So this is about tapping into your subconscious mind. This is about listening to your intuition. This is about paying attention to your intuition, the signs, the symbols, the synchronicities, the dreams that you have. This may even be about using whatever faith-based practices or spiritual-based practices to help you to build a greater level of faith in what it is that you can feel but can't see yet. And I feel like the message of this particular week is to have faith. Have faith to what it is that you feel. Have faith to what it is that you are seeing in your visions, in your dreams. And trust in the fact that the universe is going to support you in aligning with your highest timeline. If it is for you, if it's what you're supposed to be, if it is your purpose, then nothing can stop you from achieving this apart from yourself. So you may need to, during this week, you may be needing to seek guidance. You may need to seek the services of maybe a tarot reader like myself or another tarot reader. You may want to seek the services and guidance from an astrologer. like myself, you may want to, or another astrologer, you may want to start to look at things from a more occult perspective to see where the cycles that you have experienced lie, because the house of Pisces represents the house of undoing. So it represents where we need to let go of something. If we fail to let go of what it is that we need to, or fail to accept what it is that we need to, then we begin another cycle of experiencing the exact same things that the same lessons that we've experienced in the previous cycle. So it may be that what it is that you're not able, for some of you, to see, you may need to enlist the help of a tarot reader, a medium, or an astrologer to help you to unpick what it is that you cannot see, so that you can start to move towards your highest timeline. Now, I'm going to look at the base of the tarot deck before we begin the actual reading, and I'm going to talk about what I can see. This week may be a week in which you really need to spend by yourself in a period of rest, isolation, and contemplation. There are going to be lots of intuitive insights and downloads that you may be receiving with this Four of Swords being here. And it may be for you to integrate what it is that you're learning. But within what you are receiving in terms of these messages, these insights, the guidance in terms of how to move forward, there is something with this Ten of Swords that you need to let go of. This could be it could be a person, it could be a place or a thing. With the Ten of Swords, it could be letting go of a relationship that no longer serves you, letting go of a business contract or partnership that no longer serves you. It could even be letting go of a part of yourself that you need to relinquish. It could be a form of your consciousness that needs to be relinquished, because what this is a limitation. The Ten of Swords represents the completion of a cycle, but it means letting go of something, releasing something, accepting something before moving into a new cycle that is more fruitful and more prosperous. What we're seeing here is that when you let go of whatever it is that you are thinking, what you may be feeling, or this could even be a person or a place that you need to relinquish or let go of, you are then free to be able to invest your time, your energy, and your effort into building towards your dream. So there is something that is taking too much of your time, or doesn't give you enough balance to align with having more time or even resources to invest in what it is that you need to. So whatever it is that you need to change, this particular change of letting go is going to allow you to invest your money or your time into building what it is that you are wanting to achieve within either it could be a career goal, or it could be a business goal for some of you. But it's definitely you're saving or you're investing your energy for your own personal project, for your own personal project, for your own personal achievement, for your own personal gain. And it's going to be something that's going to be successful, with the Justice card being at the base of the deck, and this representing Libran energy. For some of you, this represents a successful court hearing, but how I'm seeing this is it represents new contracts or new partnerships. This could also represent an approval for some sort of finance that you may have applied for. So if you're somebody who's applied for a credit card or a loan or some form of investment, this is a yes. If you've gone for a job interview and you are yet to hear the outcome, this could also represent a yes as well. But there is something that you're doing, that you're investing time, energy, and effort into building and growing, that's going to give you a fruitful result with the Justice card at the base of the deck. So we're going to begin by talking about the cards that we can see at the top. So we'll talk about the oracle messages. We've got Mars here, we've got Uranus, we have Venus, and we've got Cancer. So this is how I'm seeing this. What's happening with Mars being right next to Uranus? This is about a change of action. This is about a radical transformation, a radical shift, and a change in the actions that you are taking this week. These actions that are changing are ones that are going to bring you closer to your dream, closer to your goal, closer to your desire. It's almost like you're going to have this unshakable level of determination and willpower that is going to see you act upon the ideas that you may have received the previous week, when we've had the different sextiles between Mercury in Pisces, sextiling, for example, Uranus in Taurus. So you're going to start to not only take different steps in terms of how you behave, but you're going to see a significant shift. For some of you, this significant shift is going to allow you to have either the time or the energy or the finances, for some, the time, the energy or the finances to be able to nurture what it is that you love. Nurturing what you love represents building towards your goals and your dreams and your desires. So what I'm actually seeing here is that you, after the new moon in Pisces, there is almost like a realignment for you to be on the path of where you're supposed to, working towards and building towards your dreams and your goals. Now, I'm going to look at the cards that are clarifying each one of these. So with Mars and the Two of Cups being here, there could be a cause for celebration during this week of some sort of milestone or some sort of achievement or some form of accolade. For some of you, this could represent quite literally a new partnership. For some of you, very few of you, this could be a romantic partnership. But how I'm broadly seeing this is that this Two of Cups is actually representing a partnership of you aligning with those that have the same vision or the same goals as you. For some of you, this card here, which is Venus in Cancer, could represent like securing a new home or signing a new tenancy agreement or buying your first home. Whatever it happens to be, there is either a new partnership, a new business contract, a new job contract, a new tenancy agreement, or signing your first mortgage deed for buying your first home. Whatever it happens to be that you have been investing time, energy and effort into creating, what you're going to start to see now is you're going to start to see the universe supporting or conspiring in your favor with the Two of Cups confirming the Mars energy. Now is the time to take action. What I'm also seeing with Uranus being here and the Judgment card, the Judgment card is quite literally, if you can see it, it talks about the judgment in a very biblical way. So this is really the energy of those that have been in literal coffins, that have died and been reborn. So this, for me, the Judgment card with the Uranus here represents a shift or a change, but a shift or a change within your consciousness, because you have now awoken with this trumpet here. You have now awoken to your higher self. So you're now in a rebirth stage. So you may have gone through a stage in which you've had to let go of something, and now you're in a rebirth stage in which you are aligning to your highest version of yourself, and you are starting to take action towards what you are passionate about and what you truly desire, rather than what is expected of you in terms of societal norms. You are moving based on your own passion, desire and will. For some of you, this also represents some sort of release or freedom. So this could, for some of you, quite literally represent actually notifying an employer that you are giving notice, that you are walking away. This could also be you letting go of a relationship that no longer serves you. But the Judgment represents this energy of ending and beginning. But because of the fact that we know that in the Mars card, we've got the confirmation here of something new coming in, it means that you now have the universe's confirmation that it's okay to let go of something that you may have been holding on to. That's going to help you to shift and move in a new direction, because you're operating out of a new consciousness. You're moving towards what it is that you really want, which is more freedom, more autonomy, and being able to explore your passions and your dreams and your goals. So anything that's not in alignment with that has to be released. It needs to be let go of. It needs to be relinquished. With Venus being here and the Nine of Cups being in the reverse, the Nine of Cups upright represents a wish being granted, some sort of achievement, some sort of accolade. Now, with the Nine of Cups being in the reverse, it may be, especially because we've got Venus being here, it may be that something that you have tried to achieve, previously, or something that you might be attempting, may be temporarily paused. So there might be something that you're trying to build or create this week, and it might be that you're not getting an outright no, but I see it as more of a delay or a pause on something that you're wanting to come towards you. Whether this is, some sort of, it could be financial for some of you with Venus being here. It could be that there's some sort of delay or some sort of pause in receiving some sort of financial assistance. This could be money that you've earned. This could also represent unearned income. So it could represent some sort of financial gift or blessing that you are expecting to come your way, but that there being delays. The delays are occurring because there is something within yourself that you need to address. 9 represents the self, and Cups represents our emotions. It represents our subconscious mind. Where is it within your subconscious mind that you are holding on to something of the past that is essentially acting as a blockade for you moving into your new future? Whether it's a person, whether it's a place, this could be even like a thought process that you have in which you may be experiencing either some sort of doubt or some sort of fear or some sort of guilt or some sort of shame that you need to relinquish, because it may be that these are the emotions that you need to actually face in order to move past this. And once you actually acknowledge how it is that you're feeling and be honest about what potentially the outcome may be in releasing or letting go of a people, a person, a place or a thing, then it no longer has power over you. So what is it that is stopping you from moving forward that you need to address? Because remember, Pisces is the house of letting go. It's the house of undoing. So if this is Venus in Pisces energy, this is really the energy of you, or I think this may even be Jupiterian energy, but whatever it happens to be, this is about you really moving past the emotions that you're feeling, because it's your emotions that are holding you or putting you on pause, that's stopping you from moving forward in the way that you want to. With Cancer being here and it being clarified by the Devil, I'm seeing this in 2 particular ways. For some of you, this represents some sort of an achievement of obtaining a particular career goal. But for a lot of you, how I'm seeing this Devil card, especially because of the fact that it's clarifying Cancer, is what is the subconscious program that is running through your mind that is holding you hostage right now, that is stopping you from taking action, that is stopping you from moving forward? What is it that you cannot see but can feel, that every time you want to move forward and make another step towards progress is actually limiting you? So it may be time for you to see what cycle you may be experiencing, where you've been here before, in which the same situation or a similar situation has happened, and you are exactly where you need to be in alignment with what you're supposed to have. But then there's either this fear, this guilt, or this shame that is keeping you in a stationary position in which you are unable to move forward, because there's this desire to want to move forward, but then there's this limitation, this fear, this guilt, this shame that's stopping you from moving forward. And this is the time where you actually probably need to address that, because this is something that's deep within your subconscious mind that at this point, if it's happened on previous cycles, in previous circumstances, this is something that you have yet to address, and you may need to gain some form of support or assistance in being able to move past this guilt, this fear, or this shame. It may be, with the Cancer card being here, that you go to see a medium, or that you go to see a tarot reader, or that you go to see an astrologer, so that they can tell you what it is that they can see and give you advice, not only on what they can see, but how you can move past this fear, how you can move past this guilt, how you can move past this shame, whatever it is that you are emotionally or subconsciously experiencing. I'm going to pull some cards to close out your reading. I'm going to pull from the Angels of Abundance. In fact, I'm actually not going to pull from the Angels of Abundance. I'm going to pull from the Butterfly for Life Oracle Changes to close out your reading for this week. What are the changes that the collective will... Ooh, that the collective will be experiencing this week. Okay, so we've got sobriety. So this means seeing things in technicolor, seeing things as they are, not as you want them to be. Sobriety is really about tapping into the highest vibration of your conscious mind, unfiltered and unclouded by any sort of substances that may limit your potential to connect to your higher self. So seeing things as they are rather than as you want them to be. So it's gaining clarity through the insights that you have. Sentimental feelings. I feel like the sentimental feelings have already been represented in the Judgment card and also the Devil and also the Nine of Cups. So it might be that you are needing to move past the past feelings in order to have what it is that you need to move forward. So this is really letting go of some of those sentimental or nostalgic feelings, because those sentimental or nostalgic feelings for some of you is keeping you in a chokehold where you cannot move forward. We've also got religion and spirituality. So this may be about building a level of deeper or daily faith-based practices. For some of you, this is about actually going to see a medium, a tarot reader, or an astrologer to be able to see what it is that you need to see to help you move forward. So seeing where your limitations lie or seeing where your strengths lie. And the last and final card to close out the weekly energy forecast. Whoa, that's a lot of cards. I'm not keeping all of them, but let's quickly go through them. We've got welcome the new. This is about getting into the space of the new by letting go of the old. This is also about new opportunities, new blessings coming towards you. For some of you, new money or new opportunities to make money. Retirement. So this is about letting go of something, retiring some part of your life. For some of you, I feel like this doesn't necessarily mean actually stopping work, but I feel like this represents leaving a particular job that no longer serves you in order to move into a new job or a new business that you are working towards building. And we've got gracefully aging. This is really about the energy of maturation that you are coming to. I also feel like this is talking about a level of spiritual enlightenment that you may have that's given you the wisdom and the clarity to be able to move forward. And that is the end of your reading. I hope that that has helped. I hope that that has resonated. I wish you nothing but love, light, health, wealth, prosperity, and abundance for this week and the forthcoming weeks. And I will see you in your next reading. Take care. Bye.